Hello, my name is Aiden, 21 years old. Today I will tell you my story. But before I begin, I have a question for you. How much money do you think love is worth? Is it as priceless as one thought? As for me, love equals $1 million. Because of that money, I lost my most loved one. Crazy, right? But it really happened. And now is the time to start my story. I have a girlfriend. Her name is Zelda. We first met in high school, and the two of us quickly fell in love with each other. Zelda and I were deeply in love, and thought of getting married right after high school. But her parents didn't think so. They assumed that I was just a bastard with no future, and unable to bring happiness to their daughter. Because I wanted to protect my love, Zelda and I decided to leave home to live together and build a home for both of us. After 3 years, we still love each other, only our lives are quite difficult. Zelda does not have a stable job, and the money I earn is not enough to support my family. We have a home of monthly installments. Besides, it's a pretty big debt to the bank and gangsters. But that's not all. Things started to get worse since I lost my job. Employee reduction. That's the only reason I get from my boss. To continue my life, I tried to find a new job, but it was not easy. We also cannot get help from our family. Certainly they would laugh at me, thinking that what they judged about me was correct, and would force Zelda back. I don't want it at all, but with debt coming due, we risk being kicked out if we don't pay it on time. Hope we get lucky, Zelda sighed in disappointment. Thanks to that sentence from her, I suddenly came up with an idea. Why don't we go to the casino and bet the rest of the money on chance? I talked to her. Zelda immediately blocked my intention and wanted to find another way. But I tried to convince her that it is the only way out right now. Although I didn't like it, my girlfriend reluctantly agreed. So we decided to drive to the biggest casino in the city. I chose to play poker, which is what I do best, and also one of the games that can quickly win a lot of money. Every time the cards are dealt, I pray that the lucky god will smile and bring me beautiful cards. And perhaps my request was answered. I kept winning big in consecutive games. Even our victory attracted the attention of many people around us. They gathered around my table and expressed interest. In it is also the casino owner. She stands out with her cool hair and powerful looks. She stares at our table and whispers something to her staff. At that time, I simply thought that they were watching to make sure we weren't cheating. Thanks to luck, I won a decent sum of money, which was nearly enough to pay off our debts. Zelda wanted me to stop, but I got too excited and ignored her words. That is the appeal of gambling. It makes you lose control. I know I'm in luck, and I have to take advantage of it. At this moment, there are only 2 people at the table, me and another man. After the river was placed, I thought to myself that victory is for sure. With 5 cards on the table, and 2 aces, and a 6 in my hand, I can make a full house with 3 aces, and a 2 and a 6. It's big enough for me to confidently bet all in the full amount I entered this game. But I was wrong. That man crushed me with a straight flush from 5 to 9 spades. He laughed and left the table with all our money, leaving Zelda and me sitting in a daze. Unbelievable of my bitter defeat, my girlfriend started crying. I understand. I just did a stupid thing. I was too greedy, and pushed both of us into the depths of a deadlock. But at that moment, a staff member of the song approached. Their boss, he said, wanted to see us. Zelda and I were both surprised by this puzzling offer, but curiosity drove us, so we agreed to follow him. The employee took us to the owner's office. She was already sitting there. After telling us to take our seats, she motioned for the attendant to bring out a large suitcase, which was placed on the table. The man opened the suitcase. I widened my eyes and gasped when I saw what was inside. That's a lot of cash in the suitcase. This is $1 million. Leave this girl here. Just for one night, all this money will go to you two. She said as she turned her gaze towards my girlfriend and smiled meaningfully. Zelda panicked and I shouted angrily, "Are you crazy?" "Do not get angry. I know you two just lost a lot of money. This money can help solve your problems. I know my life is complicated, but using my girlfriend's body for exchange, I can't do it." I stood up and took Zelda's hand and walked out the door. "Never!" I also didn't forget to throw those words back at her before I left. Zelda and I went home. We had a bad day, but we could not expect it to be over yet. As soon as we entered the house, we found that our furniture had just been smashed. 2 strange men appeared from nowhere and started to attack me. They are our gangsters, and also our creditors. This is a warning for me for not paying my debt on time. I lay down on the ground with wounds all over. Zelda cried, panicking. helping me to get up. I tried to reassure her, but then passed out from exhaustion. The next morning, I woke up to find my girlfriend sitting beside my bed. "Are you okay?" she said softly. "Yes, but we don't have much time. Now we have to think of ways to repay them," I said while trying to sit up. "Do not be worried. I have a solution," she said, then pulled out a suitcase full of cash. "It doesn't take long. I understand what she did last night." I angrily cursed her, saying that it was unexpected that she would do such a dirty thing. She knew I had become a wimp. Zelda tried to explain that she went to the card owner last night, but she didn't do anything to her. They just chatted and gave my girlfriend the money. God can believe her words. I saw the look in her eyes at her, but despite Zelda's explanation, I still think that my girlfriend cheated on me and exchanged her honor for money. Zelda also started to get angry. She said she did nothing wrong, even sacrificed for me. Out of anger, we threw terrible words at each other. In the end, Zelda packed up and left. I tried to make money because I wanted to live with my woman, but in the end, just because of money, we broke up. I was angry. My heart raised hatred for the other party woman. I decided to take the suitcase of money to the casino to find her. I can't let that woman trample our honor and dignity. But when I got there, she was not there. The staff told me if you want to see their owner, go to the cemetery. Following instructions, I went to the cemetery. Indeed, the casino owner is there. She was standing in front of a tombstone, her face extremely sad. I walked over to her, putting all my hatred on that woman. Suddenly, I saw the photo above the tomb. I was startled and dropped the suitcase on the ground. Above is a photo of Zelda. Not! More precisely of a girl who looked exactly like my girlfriend, but named Ashley. Very similar, right? I was also shocked to see your girlfriend. While I was confused, she started explaining everything. That lost Ashley was her daughter. She passed away because of an accident. Yesterday was Ashley's 3-year death, which was also the day she saw Zelda with her daughter's appearance. She thought maybe God made it up for her to see Ashley again. She didn't mean anything against Zelda, just wanted to see her daughter again. And that money is her gift to Zelda so that we can solve our problems. After hearing those words, I fell to my knees. So I mistakenly blamed my girlfriend. I did not trust her. I even hurt the girl I loved. At this moment, I am very regretful. Surely, I will go find her to apologize and do everything to beg forgiveness. We have overcome many difficulties together, and I hope that I will be with her.
Just one looking at you, open up my eyes, and I'll stay with you forever all the time. And I'm stepping out to leave it all behind. I'm confident your love will be my side. Just one looking at you, open up my eyes, and I'll stay with you forever all the time. And I'm stepping out to leave it all behind. I'm confident your love will be my side. Hold out your hand, hold out your hand. I don't mean to be rude. Too many things I won't